Mike's brother. Um, Mike's always been athletic. I remember one time when we were kids, I got him mad and he picked up a rock and I just turned around and started running as fast as I could and he hit me square in the back with the rock. And then he turned around and started running.
Oh, that's funny.
And happy birthday, Mike.
All right.
Hi, I'm Steve Iverson, Mike's brother, little brother. Um, I guess the odd thing about me being Mike's little brother is that I've always been a little bigger than him, dispelling the myth that I'm older than Mike. Is that what you want?
That's fine.
Sweet. All right, there you go.
And why did you, what's the point of this video?
Oh, right, to wish Mike happy birthday for being 38. 8. Ooh, ouch. He's 8. Ooh, ouch. He's 8. Ooh, ouch. 38. So happy birthday, Mike. And we'll see you then.
I'm Kathleen. I am married to Mike's brother Steve. He's my brother-in-law. I've known Mike for, let's see, I think 1991, so is that 15 years now? So yeah, I think me and Mike get along so well probably because we don't really have much interaction with each other. I, say hi and stuff to Mike, and he says that back to me, and that's about it. And what do I have to say about Mike? He's a great uncle. He's always right in there with all the kids and real active with them, and just really good with them.
Perfect. And why were we doing this?
For his super birthday. Happy birthday, Uncle Mike.
This is Mike at the end of Renee's fancy special day for her graduation. Smile, smile, smile. Michael John.
Hi, I'm Amy Masterson, and I'm Mike's sister. I'm his only sister, and I'm the oldest of us 4 kids. And Mike is one of the middles, and he's the middle boy. And I remember the day Mike was born because it was so hot, and we weren't allowed to go in the hospital. And but Dad drove us over and we got to stand in the grass, and Mom walked over to the window and she showed us Mike. And we were really excited when Mike came home because he brought presents. Yep. And then we live not far from when Mike lives now because he was born 3 months after we moved into our first house. And then later on, we moved to our other house on the other side of town, and Michael had always shared a bedroom because he either was with Rick or he was with Steve. And when we moved to our new home, we all had our own bedroom. And for the first 2 years, Mike slept in my room because he wasn't used to sleeping all by himself. Mike came to college and spent his first year with me, and he was my ace in the hole when it came to our broomball team. And then when Mike graduated from college, he came and lived with Jim and I, and we all worked together. But then Jim and I moved way up here, and he had his life down there. And then we had a little one, and we looked at him and we said, oh my gosh, here's little Uncle Mike, and he's our son's godfather. And he's the middle, but he's a pretty amazing middle. You know, like an Oreo. The good stuff's always between the crickies. Happy 38th birthday. Enjoy it, Mike.
Hi, Dick.
How are you today?
Good. How are you?
Excellent. Wait. Well, let me think about that for a while.
Cheese ball, Mike.
Cherry cheese ball.
Was it good?
It's all right.
You know, I have got like markers that
Don't go into
are-
politics
the
because you
color-
don't have very much to say.
It's edible, but it's to just draw.
It's
and
to
change
die
the
for,
color on-
Pam.
is sour.
His very
Don't
first
eat
job that he had at the Weenie Heaven place.
Weenie Heaven.
Every time
Here,
I
I
come
haven't
to
tried
pick him
this.
up, his boss would say, "He doesn't converse with the customers enough."
You have to make me try
Wow.
I'm there to
This is good.
serve, not to be.
Did you even talk to the customers?
Nope.
He barely
What
talked
do
to
you
me
want?
until the last couple of years. It's very quiet.
Hi, I'm Joan, Mike's mom, and I'm going to tell you about Mike's temperament when he was a little baby. He would sit on the floor and play with his toys really nicely, and then he would get mad, throw a tantrum, and he would scream and holler and kick, and I would walk up to him, and when I got up to him, I'd step right over him, keep right on going, and he would stop dead in his tracks, wouldn't say another word because he couldn't figure out why I didn't come over and pick him up. And then as he got older, his temperament didn't get any better, and when he was in Cub Scouts, and they had Pinewood Derby races, and when he didn't win, he would cry and throw another tantrum. And I suppose I should say some good things about him too. He was a good kid. Little but good kid.
When Mike was born, he was born breech, and he had a blood clot in his neck, which is known as Rye syndrome.
You know how to make the hole?
And you have to get the clot to break. So Dick and Joan would have to hold him down on the floor and turn his neck and stretch the muscle to burst the blood vessel. And at that time, Rick and I were very small, so Joan had her grandmother, our great-grandmother, come and stay with us. And we would go on the opposite end of the house, as far away as we could get from Mike, and we'd put our hands over our ears and go, ah, until it was over. And then one day, all of a sudden, the screaming just stopped, and we heard dun 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 dun, boom, in the door. And then Mike never screamed again that I can remember. It's like he screamed from the day he came home, and then all of a sudden one day he just stopped. And then he never screamed again. So then he was very quiet and pretty much just Mike.
Well, because he is really helpful and very kind. But I always do things with him because he's fun.
He's fun.